Hey guys, Michael Cheney here. Welcome along. If you're watching on a replay, remember you can still tap the screen and give me hearts. The person who gives me the most hearts on the replay wins a copy of my book, The Customer Magnet. It costs 20 bucks. You get it for free if you give me the most hearts on the replay. And of course, you can still share this out. So guys, welcome along everybody. Sporty John, Mike from Maine is in the building. Mike from Maine. Lords is in the building. Also, Torsten, welcome. Thank you for tweeting out, Mike. I'd appreciate everybody. We're not running a... It's going crazy. What the hell's going on? We're not running a hearts contest on the live show, guys. We are running a sharing contest, okay? Hey, Sporty John, thank you for sharing on Twitter, guys. Chuck Dietrich is in the building. Okay, guys, remember, we're running a sharing contest. It's going to end today, okay? I've decided it's going to end today. The winner of the sharing contest, all this week, every time you share and invite your Periscope followers in, I'll tell you how to do that in a sec if you're new to Periscope, you get entered into the competition to win the How to Scope for Cash program, okay? This is my breakthrough program, just released this week, shows you how to Periscope for money. It normally costs $97. It's going up to $197 on Sunday, by the way. But if you're picked at the end of today from everyone that shares, you will win a free copy of that, okay? So to share, remember, it's always good to share.
It's always more fun to share with everyone.
It's always more fun to share with everyone. Yes, guys, I will be getting onto the tactics in a second. These I think it was 5 top secret strategies that have made me a millionaire. I'll get onto those in a minute. I just wanted to take care of some housekeeping. So yeah, if you need to share, if you want to share, invite your followers in. That'd be awesome. They'll get value from this, particularly if they're on Periscope. Make sure you click the little Periscope dude, then invite your followers in. It's the Periscope people we want in. You can post on Facebook. That's great. You can post on Twitter. That's awesome. Every time you do that, you get entered into the contest. But invite your Periscope followers in. That's the guys that I want here. That's the guys who are going to get the most value from this because I talk a lot about Periscope as well. Okay, with no further ado, thank you for inviting followers, everybody. Mike from Maine invited followers. You the man. Okay, let's get right into this. There are 5 secret strategies which made me a millionaire, okay? I'm going to go through these step by step, and what gave me the inspiration for this particular scope today was something happened today. For those of you may know, let's just do a test here for Cheniacs. What is my favorite kind of activity outside of internet marketing in terms of exercise? Have a guess right now. Use the chat box. What do I like to do? Trevor, very quick. Torsten, yes. Pogo stick, not pogo stick. Soccer, no. Piano Mike got it right. Chuck Dietrich got it right. Okay, guys, yes, it's cycling. Now, I've got something to show you, right? And this is the inspiration for this topic today. I am particularly proud of this. Where the hell is this? Here we go. Let me flip the screen. Backflip. Hold on to your undercrackers. Okay. This is today, okay? October the 30th, 2015. This is a leaderboard of a hill. This is me. I got number 1 on the leaderboard today on my bike. 223 people tried to get the fastest time up this hill. I got it today. Now, there's a story behind this, and I basically looked at this and looked at all the lessons that were able to get me this number 1 spot, and I thought, do you know what? These all apply to the millions of dollars that I've made online. It's exactly the same principle, so I'm going to guide you through these, right? So, 220, thank you guys, I appreciate it. And I kind of smashed it. I was really happy. Like, I've tried this, okay? I've tried this a lot of times. I'm going to get into the detail of this. So I broke it by 6 seconds. And I've been trying to do this for over 2 years. Okay. Right. Let's flip the screen and we'll get into the meat here. Okay. So this was the inspiration for it, right? This is the inspiration for this scope. I thought, yes, I am pretty tired, Trevor. I'm definitely tired after that effort. So there's 5 things I learned that got me to the top of that leaderboard, that got me to be the fastest up that hill from over 200 people. It's taken me over 2 years to do, okay? The first is something called marginal gains. Has anybody here heard of marginal gains? And if so, where have you heard it from? If you use the chat box right now, let me know. Anybody heard of marginal gains as a phrase? Anybody? No, it's fine. It's fine if you haven't. Trevor says no. No idea, says Munir. Great to see you, Millionaire. Lord says yes, she's heard of it. No, says Sporty John, not me. Marginal gains, that's right. Not marginal gains. We're getting into dodgy territory here. I don't wear spandex. No, I don't wear spandex. I wear lycra. Okay. So yeah, marginal gains. It's basically tiny changes that you can make in anything that you do in your life that will have a dramatic impact. Not if you just do one of them, but if you make slight changes in all different areas. So I'm going to tell you what I did on my ride, okay, for this, and then we'll talk about some business examples. So for this ride, what I did at the bottom of the hill, every little bit of weight counts when you're cycling, particularly when you're going uphill, okay? Yes, Omar Martin is in the house! Omar Martin in the building. He is Mr. Money, everybody. And later on, I've got a special announcement about Omar Martin and myself. I'll come back to that. Remind me if I forget, because I probably will. Okay, so marginal gains. What I did at the bottom of the hill is I left pretty much everything. I won't say I cycled up the hill naked, but I stopped the bike, okay? I took the bottle off the bike. I took my keys out of my pocket. I took my phone out of my pocket. I took off my jacket. I took off my overshoes. I left them all at the bottom of the hill. Now you might think, well, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. Every single gram counts in cycling. Just like in business, everything that's holding you back, every little thing that's slowing you down, that's clogging up your desk, that's causing you to waste 5 minutes a day by checking Facebook or looking at the news, all those little things, they're slowing you down. It may only be 5 minutes today, but that's half an hour a week. That's 2 hours a month. That's 24 hours in a year. Drop the excess weight, okay? So the first thing is marginal gains. I dropped all the excess weight from my bike before I did this climb. Bearing in mind, I've tried to do this over 72 times. I've tried to get the #1 spot on this climb 72 times. I've been trying to beat this record for over 2 years. Every little thing counts, okay? So that's the first tip. If you enjoyed that tip so far, I've got 4 more strategies to share with you and some extra cool news. Slick Chicks Radio, thank you for following me. You know what to do, people.
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give me.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you for all the hearts fluttering up. Seeing lots of yellow ground ones, green ones, making up basically colours today. Fludel ones. We've got some really particular Schlugel ones as well, which look really good. Okay, tip number 2 to how I got. Thank you, Slick Chicks Radio. You've got a really easy to say username. Right, favourable conditions. Number 2. Strategy to help you, and what's helped me make millions of dollars online and help me get to the top of that mountain quicker than anyone else is favorable conditions. Okay. Now today for the mountain climb, it's not really a mountain, it was a hill, but today for the hill climb, there happened to be a tailwind. Right. I didn't tackle this hill because there was a tailwind. It was just a total fluke, and I was gearing myself up for this. I was psyching, not moolah berries. Moolah berries? Yes, moolah berries. No, I didn't have moolah berries for breakfast. There were favourable conditions. There was a tailwind behind me, right? So it's the same in business. Don't go into a market, don't engage in an opportunity, don't get into a venture unless there are favourable conditions. There needs to be evidence that shows you that something is happening good in that area, right? That there is money being made in that area, right? Don't start an initiative if you're the first guy in there and it's the headwind and everything's against you. If you know that yourself, right? You know when you start a venture, if it feels like it's uphill, if it doesn't feel right with your gut, if it doesn't, if it's just kind of like going uphill in treacle, right? You know that. So look for favorable conditions. Okay, that is tip number 2. Okay. Tip number 3 is practice. This is what I want to show you. I'm going to do a quick backflip here. Hold on to your undercrackers. Let's do a backflip. Okay, here we are, right? This is all my efforts on this particular hill. You can see them over time. This is only this year, right? It only shows them for this year, but I've tackled this hill almost once a week or once every couple of weeks for the past 2.5 years. These are all my efforts. The orange line that you see here is my effort today, my personal best, which is better than everyone else's, and I'm first out of 223 people that have cycled up that hill. Look at these efforts, right? I'm trying. Look at this one. I got pretty close here, but not quite close enough. Here and here, and then I drop down again and go, look, okay? 72 efforts. Okay, 72 efforts I have made to try and get up this hill quicker. And it only happened for me today. Okay, I only broke through and got the record and was the #1 from 223 people today. So, what is the lesson here? The lesson is very simple. It's about practice, right? It's about practice. You can't start something and suddenly just be awesome at it. You have to do it, thank you, Whale. You've got to do it over and over and over and over again. And eventually you'll get good at it. You will get better at it. You'll see those improvements being made, okay? So if you've just joined, if people have invited you in, my name's Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I teach you how to scope for cash. And you can check me out, by the way, over at scopeforcash.com. John Warder is in the building, everybody. John Warder. Do you think it's okay to invite people to your list if you're just starting, letting them know? Same with online marketing, exactly. Yes, get people in. It's never too early to start building a list, okay? So just to recap, we're talking about the 5... it's what you've done on the internet. We're talking about, hey, John, Super John is my PA. He's the best PA. He's the best person in the planet, bar none. Please, everybody say hello to John Warder. Okay? He's the man. Okay, little green kitty's in the building. So I'm just doing a quick recap. We're talking about the 5 secret strategies that have helped me make millions of dollars online, and they're actually tapped in and related to me doing this mountain climb today. I did a hill climb and I broke the record. It stood there for over 2 years. It's taken me 72 attempts, and today I finally got the record as the fastest person from over 200 people up this hill. And I basically looked at what I did and basically mapped it out and said, why did this happen? How was I able to beat this? And I got all the results down and I was like, actually, this has a direct parallel to business. And that's what I'm teaching you. The first one is marginal gains. Everything that you do affects everything else. Don't think you can be great in business, but you can be crap in your personal life. Don't think that you can be great in business, but you're crap at exercise, or you don't exercise. Don't think you can be great in business, but you eat really badly, or you hang out with loser people, or you're bad with your partner, or don't have good relationships with your family and friends. Everything affects everything else. It's this idea of a spider's web with a little drop of dew on every single join of the spider's web. Imagine 1 million dewdrops. And if you zoom into each dewdrop, you can see the reflection of all the other dewdrops in that dewdrop. And if you go to the next one, you can see the reflection of all the other. It's the same in your life, okay? So don't just put things off. Don't think, oh yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm busy, I'm getting stuff done, and therefore I'm focusing and I'm grinding and I'm sacrificing, and everything affects everything else. If you don't eat well, you'll get sick and your business will suffer. If you don't exercise, you'll get sick and your business will suffer, or you'll die young and everything you're working towards won't be worth it anyway. If you don't have good relationships, you'll get depressed. People will leave you. People will put you into hiding, and everything that you're working for will be totally pointless anyway. If you go the other way and you're part of your business and you say, oh, do you know what? I don't want to work today, I'm just really going to focus on my family and all this stuff. That's fine for a day, but if you keep doing that over and over, then guess what? You're not going to make the money, and your family are going to suffer as a result, and that relationship will break. You need to become a psychopathic balancer, right? A balancer. All these guys that say, oh, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm working 20 hours a day, I'm in hospital, I'm in A&E, I'm such a workaholic. Whatever. You need to be a balanceaholic, okay? That is my opinion on this. You need to be a balanceaholic. You've got to be doing all these things every single day. A little bit of exercise, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of healthy eating, a little bit of doing business, a little bit of friends time, a little bit of family time, a little bit of you time, a little bit of chilling out. Done. Job done. Not work, TV, bed. That's what most people do. What do most people get? Jack shit, okay? So that is the tip number 3, is to practice, okay? Practice. Are you ready for tip number 4? If you want tip number 4, then you know what to do.
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give it.
Okay. Omar does a lot of eating time. I know that, Omar. Omar sent me a Vox the other day. He's like, hey, mate, Michael, I'm just eating some nuts. I was like, I was really retching listening to that Vox, dude. It was absolutely ridiculous, but highly amusing at the same time. Oh no, I thought somebody's coming in. Somebody's just joined today. If you've just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since year 2000. Let's get into it. Tip number 4 is to have a coach. I have a cycling coach, right? If you want to get better at anything, you need a coach. If you're trying to make money online, get a coach who teaches you how to make money online. If you're trying to make money from Periscope, get a coach who teaches you how to make money from Periscope. Okay, it's the same thing. I do it in cycling. I wanted to get better at cycling. I was sick of people whooping my ass in cycling, taking all the titles off me, winning competitions, going faster up the hills that are right on my doorstep. I was like, screw that, okay? Getting a coach was one of the first things I did. Oh yes, it costs money. Don't buy DVDs. Cancel your Sky subscription. Buy cheaper food. Cancel your internet. Do whatever it takes to improve yourself. God damn it! I've got a bookshelf full of books here, all about self-improvement, okay? People need education as much as they need food. People that are broke aren't actually broke. You can go down the sofa and find $20. You can go in your loft and clear stuff out. You can cancel the car payments. You can get a smaller car. You can work some overtime. You can cancel the holiday. You can downgrade your TV. The poorest people in the world have the biggest TVs. Have you ever noticed that? They've got like a 100-inch TV and they're on a mortgage. It's, oh, God, Jesus, it does my head in. Priorities, people. Priorities. You want to sit on your ass and watch 4 hours of TV a day on a 100-inch TV, 100-inch plasma, and not make any money, then fine. If you want to go and get a coach, strip off the plasma, sell it on eBay, use your time in the right way, and get a freaking coach. Okay, it's not specific to you, Trevor, but that kind of got my goat a little bit. So yeah, my coach, hey Liberty Chick, great to see you here. The coach gave me the right strategy, right? And on this, the hill climb, the strategy was to sprint as hard as you can for the first part of the climb. I've not read that. Thank you, Camp Millionaire. You the man. Sprint for the first part of the climb, and then once your legs kind of explode, just kind of go hard, spin around as fast as you can, okay? Charlena, great to see you here. Long time Cheniac. So, you need to get a coach, basically. A coach knows. Somebody who's got the t-shirt, has been there, got the t-shirt, and knows what to do. Don't try and do it on your own. I've said this time and time again. I will continue to say it time and time again until it goes in and people start, God damn, listening to me. Okay, do you want tip number 5? If you do, and if you don't, and even if you don't know what the hell this is, and even if you're from Turkey and you're expecting some kind of Periscope porn show, then...
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart.
By the way, guys, important announcement. Make sure you follow me, okay? You must follow me if you want to get updates on the late... Thank you for all the hearts, guys. On these shows. If you don't want to miss a show, you want to make sure that you're getting all the money that comes directly out of your phone and your web as you're watching this right now, and you can just go walk away and cash this in the bank. Make sure you follow me. Click the little button here, the little Periscope dude. You'll see a picture of me talking live on stage. Click that follow. $100 an hour plus. What are we talking here? I've missed the conversation. I was too busy basically begging for hearts. And something's going down. The room's been taken over. People are pitching. What the hell's going on? Aww. Wrong sound effect. Kind of weird. Anyway, pattern interrupts. Right. Number 5. Tip number 5 is you've got to have the determination to do the price of coaching. The price of coaching. Well, you get what you pay for, okay? You get what you pay for. That, it's like, it depends what area you're in. If you go and get coached from Jay Abraham, right? I've had the privilege of speaking live on stage, sharing the stage with Jay Abraham. He's got his own bodyguard. He's a great guy. We spoke at the same event in Singapore to a sold-out audience of 2,000 people. If you're going to get coached from Jay Abraham, it's going to cost you slightly more than some guy that you just find on Fiverr or eBay, right? So it's a piece of string question. You've got to find somebody that you trust, somebody that you resonate with, and somebody that has done what you want to do. That's it. Find the money when you find that person to do it. Simple as, okay? So, yeah, tip number 5 is the determination to do more than most, right? So when I was cycling up this hill, obviously my legs are exploding. I'm breathing like 170 beats per minute. Sorry, my heart's beating 170 beats per minute, which is only about half of what it's doing right now. Everything's burning. It's an absolute nightmare. But at the back of my mind, what I'm thinking, and this is what pushes me forward when I'm trying to compete like this on a bike, is, and in business, what would most people do right now, right? And most people, when they're under that kind of pain and that stress, and kind of physical pain and burning, you know, in your lungs, and your legs are just exploding. They give up. Exactly, Trevor. Exactly. I'm just trying to buy myself time to get to this button. Exactly, Trevor. They give up, right? They would stop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop. Or even if they're a cyclist, right? They would, even if they're a good cyclist, they'll, I feel the pain, but I'll ease off a little bit. And then successful people are willing to do it on exactly. Camp Millionaire. Camp Millionaire, I'm just really intrigued about your username. Are you like camp as in, oh, I'm like a millionaire, dude. Oh, please do come over here. I'm not really a good impression, but your username, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, he's like a camp millionaire. Hello, I'm a camp millionaire. Anyway, whatever. Okay, it's a kids camp. It was a kids camp. So the point is, you've got to do what most people aren't prepared to do, right? Most people aren't prepared to come on Periscope and do 2 or 3 scopes a day. Most people aren't prepared to even do a Periscope. Most people aren't prepared to be an entrepreneur. They're not prepared to take that risk and set up and do their own business. Kathy, thank you for following me. I appreciate that. Most people aren't prepared to do that stuff. So if you hit something today, if you hit a hurdle, if you're like, oh my God, this is hard, or I can't come up with an idea, or I'm struggling, or I've hit a brick wall, I don't know what to do next, I'm so overwhelmed, I've got all these tasks, I don't know what to do, there's so many different things going on. What would most people do? They would panic, they would down tools, they'd go and walk outside, they'd go and watch TV, they'd go and whatever. So remember, don't do whatever you think most people do. Most people, let's just be honest, right? Most people work 9 to 5, a job that they hate, to pay for a car that they don't own, to live in a house that they don't own, and at the end of the day, they collapse on the sofa, they watch 2 to 3 hours of TV to try and forget their life, they go to sleep, and they wake up and they do it all over again. Fact or fact, okay? That is what most people do. So if you want to be unlike most people, because most people get jacked, what you have to do, high five lords, what you have to do is something else. You have to do what most people don't do. You have to come home from work. If you're working 9 to 5, you've got to work your ass off instead of watching TV. You've got to go to bed later instead of going to bed early. You've got to get up early instead of getting up later. You've got to work on your lunchtime. When I started my business, I was working 9 to 5 for a job I absolutely hated. I would come home at lunchtime. I would literally run home through the streets to get onto my computer at lunchtime so I'd get as much time as possible to try and get my internet business off the ground. I would then go back to work, do the work, because God's sake, I needed the money, and then I would come back, and from 6 p.m. till midnight every day, Monday through Friday, I would work on my internet marketing business. And then on the weekend, I would spend all day, every day on the weekend working on the internet marketing business. I did that for 2 years straight, and eventually it finally took off, okay? You've got to do what most people aren't prepared to do. Most people don't have the energy to do that. They get to the end of the day, they collapse, they do a bit of traveling, do a bit of eating, watch a bit of TV. They say, will I read a book? Will I start a business? Will I go online and do some research? Nah, it's fine. I'll do it tomorrow. 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, dead. Whatever. You've just missed out. Okay, so do what most people aren't prepared to do. Hey, yes, Marsha, great to see you here. If you have just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I teach you how to scope for cash. Go to scopeforcash.com. You can check out all my tips and strategies on how to turn your periscopes into money. This, by the way, the Scope for Cash program is doubling. Yes, you'll die at 60 if you're living that kind of life because you'll be totally depressed and doing something you hate. You will find that the Scope for Cash program is doubling in price on Sunday. Okay, so if you're on the fence, get off the freaking fence. Go and get this before the price goes up by 200% on Sunday. Just saying. Okay, I've got the big announcement. Okay, news. Good evening and welcome to Periscope headquarters. We've got some breaking news here, not actually of a Periscope nature, but of a internet marketing nature. Omar Martin and myself are doing a joint product launch. It's called Copy Paste Commissions. It's coming to you on Black Friday, which is Friday the, looks at calendar, pauses for dramatic effect, turns back, 27th of November. Copy Paste Commissions. It's going to be insane. Omar and I have never teamed up before. It's incredible. It's off the hook. So keep your eye out on Facebook, on my Facebook profile for updates. Yes, 27. Okay, guys, that I believe is it for this scope. If you've got value from this, I would appreciate you clicking the little thing here and following me if you're not following me already. I am too finny. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's it, guys. Awesome support. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the shares. Yes, copypastecommissions.net, although the thank you page goes to a 404 Omar. I just thought I'd use this opportunity to tell you because I forgot about it. You can join the pre-launch list, copypastecommissions.net. Copypastecommissions.net to get early bird notice on that. That's it, guys. I will see you on the next live.